U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw, gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
14. Hey, Alpha. 54 mark.
Gone. And that's off the mark, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Bravo. 35's the mic.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
180. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flipped it over.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
What's that? Ready? 3 bud. Tighten up. Ready?
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Go, go. 57, right. Push him back. Push him back. Hey, check.
From the 50, it's gone. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check. He's coming. Orbit. We got double up.
On 2nd and 7, Goff nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long. It's gone. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Great. Mike 41. Yeah. Mike 41.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch out. Great. Gun. Zoom.
And that'll set them back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
We got to step it up. Great. Jam.
Following the penalty, Michel. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
All day, baby, all day. Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Now it's gone. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
20.
They fake the give. Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Check.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, Michelle. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
41's coming. 41's the mic.
From the gun, here's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 41. Mike 41. Let's go. We're going to wedge that, huh? Watch the out.
Throwing again. Newton. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that'll make it 24-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Merlin. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Goff now looking to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Goff now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Mike 35. He's tired of you.
Out of the gun. Goff. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
35 to Mike. Here we go. 2 for 66. Hey, high 7.
Now a first down throw. Gone. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Super 1. Mike 35. Mike 35. So we got man. Smooth. 35's the Mike.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
By 20. He's not going to get me. 35's the man. Hey, Haywood. I'm going to run you a touch.
Now Goff on 1st down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after here coming up. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 3 down. 3 down. 3 down.
Newton to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. A very solid gain of 27. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Ready? Ready? Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Alert. 3 down. 3 down. Great. 24 is the money.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
51's the mic. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Kill. Check. Rush in. 8.
Operating from the gun. Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike 41. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 41. You got to wedge that, huh? I got it. 41 Mike, right here.
From the gun, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd, 95 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Once more, here's Eckler. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Goff now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
You draw Corker.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
76. Hey, Charlie. 35. You get it.
Here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Right at the 8. Pick me up. Here we go. Watch tight end. Express. Hey, we got 3 down. Gun. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Samson Abukum make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
'24 is the mic. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Under 10. 8. Check. Press down.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Check 24. Kill.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Hold on.
They'll run here with Eckler. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Goff. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Goff. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
41's the mark. Check 41. Yo. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. We got to get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now Newton on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Newton. He's going to let it fly. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Anthony Averett picks it, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Eckler trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
50 cents. Mike, 50 cents.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here.